Yo, singles, thanks for joining me today. This is your end of May love single spread. We call it the four pillars. Okay, I look at the four pillars of relationship: the emotional, intellectual, love, and sex, and I call it core values and lifestyle aspects here. But really, what I'm trying to do is identify your soulmate. We're going to try to describe them. And we want you to be single or super single, I say, somewhat joking, but pretend that they've been circling the airport and they can't land because you've been busy with other things and people, and now you're not. You're opening a runway and they're going to land and we're going to meet them. Go out on a little date with them, get to know them a little bit. See, this is them, the Six of Pentacles. This is their emotional nature and the Fool. It's a little different readings. Bear with me a minute. This is their intellectual position, judgment. Very good card to have there. Literally going to have good judgment. That was pretty simple. And the Star. Wow. So they've got quite an interesting mind. Two major arcanas, judgment and the Star. We've also got the Fool down here. Now, and this is the conscious here, but this is the unconscious, the moon energy. This is the sun and Mercury energy, I call it here. And the intellect and the emotions. So this would be the deep unconscious, the Fool down here. Then having the Six of Pentacles at the top. I think they got Virgo Moon out of the chute with the Six of Pentacles. And with the Fool down here and the emotional. I don't see anything bad, with their childhood, so that's good. There's nothing bad there. With the Fool, I think they could be very easy going, like for a Virgo Moon. Maybe it's like in the ninth house or something. Um, that kind of energy. Something like a mutable house or the third. Probably not the third. It'd be real triggery. Probably the ninth would kind of free it up. So I'll go with the Virgo Moon in the ninth house of their natal chart if you have their time. Okay. But this is someone that would put a lot of emphasis in their own feelings being balanced. So with the Virgo Moon, it's like if there's anything that it comes in that's upsetting, they want to fix it and balance it. That joke about the Virgo Moon nightmare is like a painting that's a little bit off center. And it's like, and so that would be like, I didn't kill it. It's a Tabana. They're invulnerable and they really hurt. But they, so this be someone really focused a lot of their attention on keeping themselves balanced, emotionally. So my guess is with the Fool, they have techniques that they've developed or that they've used. It could be just meditation, could be yoga, get more like yoga. Could be they take a walk every day or something. And emotionally, they probably do sometimes show their emotions with the Fool, and it's not bad, but it's like I get the feeling like other people may look at it as like too much, but it's not. Maybe this is one way that they kind of balance their emotions. You're not gonna like balance your emotions by just stuffing them all the time, So I think they do let their emotions out. So I say it's an emotional Virgo Moon, you know. Um, So that's why they might have to go through some process of balance because maybe if they don't, they could be given to like spontaneous like outbursts or spontaneous emotional um, feelings of being overwhelmed and stuff, and not feeling safe, um, that kind of thing. And then with the Judgment and the Star and relating to that with the Six of Pentacles and the Judgment, that's why it's very strong with them because Judgment is like that too, but in the intellectual position too. It's someone that's, they really feel called towards something and maybe numerous things, but what's important to them is what they feel called to. The Judgment's being called They have a strong connection with a sense of purpose of something. Uh, it's like when they're born, inevitably they're going to go and find something to have a sense of purpose. They're not going to go and just la la and get drunk and watch TV and go to a job, and and even the way they think, they probably don't even like sit around normally and just think about just silly things. They're kind of focused on what's important, and with the star here too. Wow, um, very. I think of the Aquarius energy, kind of like Save the Whales too. They may have a strong sense that they're doing something. They want to have a strong sense that they're able to do something to maybe have an effect on the world, to help the world. So I'm picking up here now this Aquarius energy here. So very much could be Aquarius Sun person. I would they could still have Virgo Moon. So Aquarius Sun, Virgo Moon. They might have an Aquarius Mercury too, because they really seem to be focusing on this. We'll see. Here we'll have the sex and uh, love and core values and lifestyle. But there's someone that would be, they really literally, as you're talking to them to tell stories, they love the causes. They have causes that they believe in deeply. They're willing to fight for. They're willing to stand up for. Um, you know, um, it may incorporate all of that into another way of staying balanced. Maybe a way they stay balanced. They don't focus too much on their own stuff or get lost in their own emotions in a way it's not constructive, is by focusing on what they really care about and giving their intellectual interest and attention to things that they inspire them with this star card. So sexually, we have death and love, sexually and love, and the Seven of Cups. So um, death and the Seven of Cups. Let me look also at their core values, Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun card. Very nice card to have down there. Um, they probably had a good career. Um, Knight of Pentacles, they may have climbed their way up the ladder, as it were, in terms like that. Let's see. I would have to get their ascendant, but they may have like a Capricorn 10th house or midheaven. This person, um, and they're very successful. They're probably an attractive person, man or woman, uh, very physically attractive, right? Very healthy, strong, uh, and they probably worked. They're probably a little bit older, and they've worked their way through, and older, at least past their first Saturn return. But they've been working their way up. It's kind of their instinct, and it's going to have to be. I can't see them giving a lot of energy to anything that's not about what really is their cause, what really means something to them. It's going to be, like a cause. So Scorpio energy showing up here um, with the Death card could be an eighth house Mars or Venus, or an eighth house with the Aquarius. You could have an eighth house Venus in Aries. Yeah, could have an Aries Venus, but like eighth house. Because Seven of Cups too, particularly in this deck, I kind of get the scorpionic eighth house feeling off of it too. You look at the dragon and the skulls and the masks. Um, um, this person got, this is your person, okay? This is not bad, so you may like this. They got some kink to them, and they're probably going to be drawn to, um, some bondage and stuff like that. And in terms of love, they're going to be, however you look at it, it's that kind of, I have Scorpio, Venus, that kind of energy. They're going to love you very intensely. It's going to all be about like a very intense, deep connection. I mean, they're really into the shadow side, in terms of love and relationships. And going in and getting that deep kind of intimacy and bond that is really frightening to some people. But I think it'll be okay for you because they're your person. But it's kind of what you're in for. So it's what they're gonna want. Like they go really deep. They're really deep in when they get involved in love and sexuality. Put everything into it. All this kind of balance and stuff goes out. I think, and they maybe a little bit like where the fool too is where they maybe lose control emotionally. That's where they feel they lose themselves, lose control, and why they have to try to keep things balanced, So with the death in the Seven of Cups and sexuality, a lot of times we let things go and they let that part of themselves come out. That may be a little obsessive, super intense. Um, they may like yell and scream and really let go. I mean, that sounds great to me, but this is your person, so let me know, Leo's, what you think, give me a like. I appreciate everybody subscribing. We hit 500 today. Woo woo. Looking for 1,000 to go live with all this. Thank you, guys.